there's a thread that runs through this play about disruption, and we disrupt the form quite a lot in lots of little ways, and then there's a big way.
It was a very controversial play, and Ibsen wrote it as a sort of comeback against his critics because he got slated for his previous play, so there was a lot of anger in that play. And Thomas, the director, has always just said to us, look, this isn't Ibsen. I mean, it's Ibsen, but it's our Ibsen. And so we have tried to relate it to modern life.
In Act 4 of the original Ibsen play, there's a big town hall meeting, and so in our play, it's a big town hall meeting involving the entire theatre and the audience.
How interesting to sort of be able to sort of play with the form of a play and have the audience literally become part of it and be the town hall and say, you know, actually I think this character should be like this, and actually I wouldn't go swim here, and you know, and ask the actors questions or ask the characters questions. You know, it's interesting.
Well, I'm the only one who's lucky enough not to be around for that bit, so I listen in my dressing room, and it's very different every night, and I just thank the Lord that I don't have to improvise with the audience.
I mean, kids have stood up and said things, which has been, because of half term last week, it's been incredibly moving. It's wonderful. I love it.
I think the most moving moment was when we had 5 teachers in a row speaking up about the situation they are facing, teaching children, coming to school, hungry. They buy food from their wage to feed the children.
Sometimes it can be quite, you know, people can get quite upset and quite angry. People have walked out, people have been in tears, people have argued, you know, in the audience, people standing up, people have booed each other, you know, it can be sort of anything, really.
Absolutely thrilling to work on this in this way with this particular, with Mr. Ostermeier, who I've always burnt a candle for and wanted, you know, it was on my bucket list to work with Thomas, so I feel like, you know, get in, we did it.
It's a Western debut for me, and I had a great time, honestly. A great cast, incredibly dedicated to the thing, to the show, and I had one of the best experiences in my life being a director. I like the whole West End as a universe. I like the fact that there are 30 theaters every night performing. I like the fact that there are a lot of admired directors around. There's Stephen Daldry having a show, there's Sam Mendes having a show, then we are trying our best. I like this feeling of, oh, wow, this is bubbling, there's so much going on. And I also, or even, do like the fact that this is financed by itself without subsidies. In a way, it's quite honest, if you want, this way of producing theater. And I love the audiences. I love the fact that we are full all the time. So yeah, it's a great experience.
It's all a bit of a blur, but I can say that this is hands down the best experience I've ever had working in a theatre and a rehearsal room. Thomas Ostermeier, guys, the hype is real. The dude is a legend. He's just, I don't know, he's in it for the right reasons. The theatre that he makes, that we're all making together, is completely empowering as a participant, and it has a political impact.
It comes off the page so easily. The actors are so adept, so fresh, so they brought their own kind of intelligence and preparation to the work before we even started. Everybody was off book before day one for the most part, so everybody was ready. You know, we were chomping at the bit.
I've never ever been in a more exciting rehearsal room. We've brought things into the room, brought articles into the room, brought thoughts and beliefs into the room, which have funneled into the play, and we've then, you know, attached into the play and sewn into the play. And probably will still do that even though it's officially open now and is meant to stick. As things happen, the play will change slightly.
I mean, it's wonderful. I came up with something yesterday on stage. I just tried it, and Thomas, you know, he said, kill the tiny Ostermeier in your head. And when something is so viscerally examined to then dispose of it all, seemingly. I mean, obviously, a lot of it's all there, but to be given permission that it's yours is so important, because actually, given the subject matter, of course it's yours.
Sadly, the world proves that we were already right in 2012 when we first did it. But there's still the urge to say this out loud. What about truth? What about subjective facts? What about fake news? What about alternative truths and all this? So it's getting worse and worse. So the urge to put this play on stage is becoming bigger and bigger.
Thomas Ostermeier, yeah. Ibsen, yeah. Thomas Stockmann, yeah.
I love dogs, and I'm very good with dogs. But Layla, who is very, very well behaved, we haven't bonded. She's always looking around for her owner, and if anyone's dropped any food on the stage, she's at it straight away.